So we move on to 15. We got 2 more quarterbacks to do, and these last 2 of this tier. This is interesting.
This is a tough spot here.
This is interesting. So we'll start with 15, and that person is
the quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks, Geno Smith. Man, I wish you could watch Geno with me, because Geno's one of those where if we watched it, you'd go, damn, Geno's good. Damn, what a throw. His arm strength and pocket movement wows me when I watch on film.
Of all the quarterbacks we're going to talk about today, he is the one you gushed about the most as we were setting up for the podcast.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's because it's wowing. It is. When you really start to break it down, and listen, he was in my original draft after I started watching this guy, he was right here in this region for the reasons I'm saying. But, yeah, I mean, it's like you watch Geno and you go, whoa, his arm's strong. You go, whoa, does he throw a perfect spiral every throw? Right? Whoa, he's got a really quick release. Whoa, off his back foot, he can throw unbelievable throws with ease. Whoa, with his feet like hopping in the air like Aaron Rodgers, he can flick it and throw a 12-yard out route, and his feet aren't on the ground. Right? His physical ability is wowing. It's wowing. And I know that's hard, like, because everyone's like, wait, he's a backup quarterback for 25 years before he finally got a chance, right? And all that. But that's what's amazing. And then you talk about being a big dude and then can run and scramble on top of that. I'd look at that and just go, wow. I mean, there's a lot of positives to Geno. The biggest negative that I can come away with is I got to see it again. It's 1 year, and I don't know if it's, can he replicate it? Is this who he is? Or was that just a 1 year, energy bump and nobody expected us to win in Seattle and all these type of things and just the stars align the right way? We'll see, but I'm guessing not.
Seattle's wondering that too, because they did give him that 3-year contract extension this offseason, but not a ton of security. I think no fully guaranteed money after this season.
Right.
And even Pete Carroll, though, said that Geno was gambling a little bit on himself.
Yes.
So that indicates that maybe there were deals out there for Seattle. Maybe they would have been open to giving some guaranteed money, but Geno's like, no, I can do it again, and my payday is going to be even more because everyone is thinking it might have just been a one-hit wonder.
I think so.
So if this happens again next year, is it just because he finally got the opportunity and the weapons around him to showcase it, or has there been a fundamental difference with Geno, the quarterback, at what now, 32 years old?
I don't think he never got those opportunities to show himself again. That was really the big thing. Sometimes, as a player, I can speak to this to my own personal self, where, again, I'm not trying to say I was ever a top 15 quarterback in football. What I'm trying to say is, though, that, I got hurt. I never really got a chance to play an extended period of time to show people that I was back to being close to what I was before the hurt. And then, a little preseason here, and he got in a drive in the regular season game and really didn't do anything great. And all of a sudden the perception becomes, well, he's not been the same since the injury, right? And I think that's what happened to Geno a little bit. Like, there must be something missing with the guy, something, because nobody ever got to see it enough. Or got to see it, especially in a real game situation, to finally go, you know what? We're going to pay him a lot of money to come in to be the backup here. Like, he never caught those opportunities. I think and again, maybe he wouldn't have been ready for it 6 years ago. Who knows? All I know is right now the stars have aligned where he's put in a spot, and he is the perfect quarterback for the weapons they got around him. And he can capitalize on all that's there to be had. That's what I love. I mean, Amon, he looks to strike. Again, he is looking to make big plays through the air with his arm, right? Moves in the pockets like the good ones, like you've been hearing me say. It's move. Hey, wait, I know this coverage. I know this big throw is going to be here. Oh, wait, I got pressure. I'm not just going to abandon ship or throw the ball away or tuck it down and start running. I'm going to just slide a little bit because I want to unleash the crack in here and throw a 30-yard laser down the middle. I mean, he leaves nothing on the field. You want to talk about things we talked about with Tannehill a second ago, or some of the other guys like Jared Goff not being able to throw off his back foot. Yeah. Man, Geno Smith, I mean, first off, the one thing you don't realize, or I didn't give them credit for going back to watch, is they were horrible pass protecting. I don't know what their his pressure number was, but he was under pressure a ton and made a ton of throws with, again, back to the Kyler Murray thing, right? And some of those where I go, pocket collapse and people all around him, and instead of looking for the check down or somewhere to run, just stands in there and throws strikes and big-time high-level throws. And that's where, I was really, I think, a little bit in awe of how many great high-level throws he made throughout the year under bad pass protection. And has great touch and a variety of clubs to go along with it. I got a lot of positive things to say about Geno Smith.
Yeah, I think you were predisposed to liking him because the numbers bear that out on his deep downfield passing, 20 or more yards downfield. He had 32 completions last year. That was second most in football. This includes the playoffs. His completion percentage was almost 50%, which was the fourth best. You saw the pass touchdowns. 15 of those that were balls traveling 20 or more yards down the field. That was number 1 in the NFL, and his passer rating was number 2. So, with those numbers,
it's everything,
and the weapons he has, and they did try to beef up the offensive line. They got a couple guys in the draft, and a rookie free agent after the draft too.
Right. And they got the rookie tackles from last year. They're going to be good, so it'll be better, right?
Yep. So I asked you this about the Lions being the top 5 offense. I think that the Seattle Seahawks have better skill position people. It's just a matter of can the line protect Geno Smith. But if they take a step forward there, not even top 5. With the weapons they have and how they fit together, I don't know. This could be one of the best offenses in football.
I don't disagree. The guy played awesome football. He had a season that was one of the 6 or 7 best seasons in football at the quarterback position.
Could he be a top 10 quarterback?
That doesn't mean he gets to be the 6th or 7th quarterback on this ranking yet, right? It's only 1 year. And I know there's going to be some guys that are in front of him here that they didn't have as good a year, but I'm going to go, okay, I'm not going to just necessarily put Geno in front of them because of 1 year and go, oh, now he's a better player than that guy. No way. I got to see a little bit more too. But, man, to your point, the potential's real. They're scarier. They're talent-wise. They don't have your Detroit Lions offensive line.
Right.
And they don't have the offense that's as creative as Ben Johnson. That would be another thing where, their offense is good. It's better than years past, but it's still one where I go, I wish it was a hair more creative, had a few more answers for things there. But, the other thing, too, that was really impressive for a guy who hasn't played as well or hadn't played a lot and also is an aggressive decision maker like we're talking about, and you heard me say this before the pod, he was not protected well, and he was in a lot of situations where you're like, whoa, there's people around you, and don't do something stupid here. Don't be getting swung to the ground and try to throw the ball over the middle like, Jameis Winston stuff or whatever.
Right. He
did a great job of not making bad situations worse. He is a great, break or governor to know, like, okay, this is aggressive, but this is stupid, right? And that's where he was really good. He makes a ton of plays where people are getting close to bringing him to the ground. He throws a 5-yard out route and gets 5 yards. And you're like, whoa, what arm strength and the ability to get it out there and do that. So he did a really good job in things like that where I wouldn't expect for as little as he's played to be as good as in some of those departments.
You had him probably higher than anyone in the football analytics community had him last year. You had him as the 33rd quarterback, which now you wish you probably would have had him even higher than that.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people last year thought that he was not going to play. It was going to be Drew Lock's job. They traded Russell Wilson. They got the young guy. It's time for a rebuilding year. Drew Lock's going to win that job. And so I think most people saw the writing on the wall, like, oh, here's Geno again, another backup year, and it has been completely different.
He broke that perception.
He did.
Right?
He didn't write back.
He didn't write back. And that's another thing. Like, he's got a little edge about him. They rallied around Geno a little. They like Geno. I know that. I've talked to people out there. Pete Carroll likes him. They think he's a good leader for their football team. He's just right. And I think coming off the guy they had right before that, he's a little refreshing. Yo, thanks for watching, homies. It's the off season, but there's no off season for us here at Unbuttoned. me, Ahmed Fareed. We're going to hit all the stories. So hit subscribe for us, okay? We got a ton coming up. My draft prospect rankings, my Simms top 40 quarterback countdown, and videos of me and NFL QBs playing catch and talking about their development and mechanics. Again, thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe. Peace out, homies. See you soon.